Hello and welcome to an unboxing video of the Midland 1F by Bachmanns. It's an absolutely stunning loco. We'll jump right into it. It's the modern packaging, which is the only packaging I've known them use, which is a sleeve that you slide it right out of, which is neat for storage but torture for recycling. It's the Midland 1F 41708 in British Railways late black rest and 6-pin DCC decoder if you're interested. It's not fitted because I don't use DCC at the moment. 17600, fairly self-explanatory though. And you get a brief history on the back, which I quite like about Bachmanns. And Hornby, I think Hornby started doing this sort of thing in 2007, don't quote me on that though. Anyway, just another quick thing before we move on to actually opening it. This one we have here is preserved. It's had numerous problems in its preservation because apparently like 5 people all own it at the same time, and there's a dispute over who owns it, but it's out of service at the moment because its boiler needs some repair, so that'll probably be back in steam soon. I can't remember where it's actually preserved though. I read an article on it recently. I can't remember where it said it was, unfortunately. I think it was some railway in Northumberland. Don't quote me on that. Let's get it out of the box here, and it's quite hard to do from behind the camera, this. Standard packaging is like a block of ice or glass. I'll put that down there for now. Just instructions here, which I'll just open up off camera, make it a bit simpler for myself. Let's start with this is the warranty card, obviously, or sheet, and the collector's club, but not part of either club at the moment. And the warranty services agreement, I believe that is. This is just running in period. It says well, it doesn't say on this. It just says it's best to run. Sorry about that. I'm actually not in a good position here. Sorry. Clean maintenance, lubrication, DCC, storage, but no problem with any of that. It's not very detailed, the running end part, actually. It says, actually, in the other bit which I'm just about to move on to. Right. Might need to just zoom out on this. No, we'll make do. We'll persevere. keep going and carry on. It's about replacement parts. It mentions this extra part here that you get with it, which we'll be on to in a second. Second, representative folded tarpaulin to locate on the cab roof is included. So essentially, obviously, these came in two configurations, which, as you can see from this picture here, are full cab and half cab. They were most commonly known as half cabs, though this one here has brake pipes, which means it was built specifically for station piloting. I think it goes into detail fitting the decoder, which is fairly simple. And it looks at it. And it doesn't say how long you run this one in for, actually. Oh, there it is. Approximately 1 hour. That's overkill, really. You don't need more than 45, 30 minutes, really. Decoder fitting. Which one you should use. No, wait, that's... No, wait, I'm wrong again. It is the decoder. I thought it meant it was the coupling pocket. These are just how to fit specific things and how to pull the bottom off. The vacuum pipe will be pre-fitted if it's got one. You just get couplings and steam heat pipes, really. Which brings me to my first problem. With this model, we'll just move this stuff out of the way. Now mine's a bit... No, it's behaving now, it's on camera. Normally it doesn't like going that way, you have to push it off backwards. Yeah, you get tarpaulin, 2 couplings, 2 steam heat pipes, and a shovel, and 2 dummy couplers. I'm gonna actually put it down for this. Pick it up and put all that packaging over there. One thing I noticed is there's not too many rivets on the side of this locomotive, really. There's some nice... It's all where it should be, though. It's all around there. See? So its classification number are crisply printed on the back. That says it's builder's plate. It'll say Derby on it. British Railways late crest. I did want the early crest one, but this model is so rare and hard to find that you couldn't get them anywhere. I had to go to my local model train fair to get this. Its wheels are metal, nice foot steps, we'll call them. This is correct as far as I can tell. The brake line rods are accurate as well. Can't really fault it. Just crisp number application here. It's shed code. which is nice. I like how its boiler is mounted quite low down, unlike the Ginty's. Got a little toolbox on this side, so it's not symmetrical, obviously. The whistle in the isn't metal, and the safety valve isn't metal either. I like how it stands out with its tall funnel as well. But this is the piece la resistance. The cab, just tilt it like that slightly. Struggling to focus on that, sorry, but it is really well detailed. You've got your little lever reverser here, you've got your regulator, your blower, your two injectors, you've got a steam brake handle somewhere as well, little pressure gauge, your tarpaulin goes on here, though I will say this one was actually built, this one's preserved, and it had a special back part for its cab built, so it could be driven in all weathers. And see if it'll focus in on that. Sorry, I'm shaking a bit, I don't know why. Hang on. Sorry about that. Try and keep it still. With its nice back here, it takes 740 gallons in total in its tanks, and just to drive up production costs, of course you get sprung buffers with it. Lamp hooks are nice but very delicate, easily be snapped off. So that's the Midland 1F. We'll just get it on the track. Now we won't actually do running in as such because it's actually already ran in, so we can just start getting some shots with it hauling some wagons or coaches about. Oh, I never got onto the thing that's disappointing about this particular variant, did I? Well, no, I'll put it back down actually. The problem with this one is it's preserved. It was preserved with no brake lines, but and that, I suppose that's why they omitted them from this model. Omitted isn't the word, unfortunately, but excluded, that's the word, sorry. They excluded them from this model probably because they wanted it to look like the way it was taken out of service in 1966. But the problem I have with it is in preservation, which is what they've been going for. It's had vacuum brakes fitted, so I won't give points off for it, but if you're going to copy the preserved one, I would have probably copied it to the letter T and given it the brake pipes. But anyway, let's get some shots of it running with a train. One thing I will say about it is its motor runs really quietly, and it just makes a light humming sound as it runs. You'll catch that as it runs by now. That's just luck for you. It was going too slow and it's lost half of its train. Sorry about that. It's got brilliant slow speed capability, which I'll show you in a few ticks. And now I will show you the slow speed performance. Now we'll just see if we can get it to do something very slowly here, because it's stalled again. Sorry. Not having much luck with conductivity today, are we? Get it to go slowly. That's pretty jerky. Let's get it a bit quicker. That's pretty good. Let's just see if we can get it to be a bit less jerky. There we go. That is good for DC. You can't knock her. If you haven't got one of these, seriously, you need to go out and buy one as soon as you can. In fact, sorry I cut myself off there. We were having technical difficulties with the track work, but as I was saying, if you don't have one of these, you seriously need to consider getting one, because it's absolutely beautifully detailed. The rivets are nice, very neatly detailed. The coal load isn't bad. Everything that should be there is there, apart from on this one the brake pipes. But if that's my only problem with this, I'm just nitpicking. It's a 10 out of 10 from me, I reckon, and I think that every model railway should have a little Midland 1F by Bachmanns. That's all for now. I hope you'll tune in again. when we have a crack at the Hornby J15. See you then. Bye.